Ancient humans lived in a terrifying world. Millions of years ago, humans were not hunters. They were the hunted. Every step outside the cave could mean death. Giant creatures ruled the earth. Some monsters were faster, stronger, and terrifyingly silent. Humans survived mostly by running. But every night, early humans asked the same question: how do we stay alive tomorrow? They studied the creatures around them carefully. Fear slowly became knowledge. Even sleep was dangerous back then. One sound in the dark could end everything. Humans were weak alone, but their intelligence was becoming powerful. Finding food was already difficult. Escaping monsters while carrying it was even harder. Then something incredible changed human history forever. Fire. For the first time, the monsters were afraid too, and humans finally had hope. Humans quickly learned something powerful. Fire was more than warmth. It became protection against the darkness and against the monsters hiding inside it. But fire alone wasn't enough. Humans had to become smarter, so they stopped fighting alone. Teamwork became humanity's secret weapon. Still, survival was never guaranteed. One mistake could cost everything. Ancient humans often faced impossible situations, but fear forced them to think fast. For the first time, giant creatures stepped backward. Humans discovered the power of strategy. Every survivor returned with knowledge, and that knowledge made the tribe stronger. Slowly, humans stopped acting like prey. They were changing into something new. A small, fragile species had found its greatest weapon: the human mind. Humans began building traps instead of relying on strength. Brains were defeating muscles. They studied every footprint, every sound, every pattern. Knowledge became survival. Patience helped humans hunt creatures much larger than themselves. They learned to wait for the perfect moment. Even without language, humans found ways to work together, and teamwork changed everything. But nature itself was still terrifying. Storms could destroy their only protection. Without fire, humans were vulnerable again. Fear returned immediately, so they fought desperately to bring the fire back, because now they understood its true power. The moment the flames returned, hope returned too. The darkness no longer controlled them. Humans passed their knowledge to the next generation, and each generation became smarter. Little by little, humans stopped surviving by luck. They were learning how to dominate their world. Humans stopped hiding from the world. They started building a safer one. For the first time, humans guarded the night, instead of fearing it. Together, they discovered something unbelievable. Even giant monsters could fall. Humans were still small and fragile, but now they believed in themselves. Every victory brought the tribe closer together. Survival became a shared mission. And during quiet nights beside the fire, humans began dreaming about the future. They weren't just surviving anymore. They were building the foundation of humanity. Knowledge passed from parent to child, and humans became stronger with every generation. Step by step, humans spread across the earth, not because they were the strongest, but the smartest. The giant monsters eventually disappeared, but the human story was only beginning. The survivors told stories beside the fire, stories about the age of monsters. To younger generations, those creatures sounded impossible, but the fear had once been real. Humans survived because they adapted faster than anything else. That became their greatest strength. Every problem forced humans to invent new solutions, and innovation changed history forever. The monsters were gigantic, but human intelligence proved even bigger. It wasn't strength that saved humanity. It was teamwork, learning, and courage. From tiny fires inside caves, humans would eventually build civilizations. The species that once hid in fear now walked the earth with confidence. Ancient monsters disappeared into history, but human progress never stopped moving forward. And that is how ancient humans survived the giant monsters of their time. Not by being the strongest, but by becoming the smartest.